It's been a while since we've had a good, bad B-rated shark film. You could count the Meg films, but those are big budget and fun action movies, which is not what I'm looking for when I want to watch a shark movie that is a bootleg version of Jaws. Here's my scale for how I watch shark movies. On one end, you have the very good ones like Jaws and Deep Blue Sea. On the other end, you have the ones that are insane, such as Ghost Shark and one of my favorites, Spring Break Shark Attack. Where does Into the Deep fit on the scale? It has 2 points going for it at the jump because it stars Richard Dreyfuss, who is in the best shark movie ever, and Scout Taylor Compton, who was Laurie Strode in the unfairly maligned Rob Zombie Halloween duology. I think she has the face of an angel and is great at playing a final girl. If you think about it, the shark films that aren't crazy sci-fi stuff are slasher films. We have a group of people we don't care about getting picked off one by the slasher, or in this case, a shark, and one character who survives the ordeal. It's the slasher formula, just done underwater, and if you subscribe to my channel, you know that slashers are comfort food for me. The story of Into the Deep is about Taylor Thompson's character Cassidy, who witnessed her father get eaten by a shark when she was a child. Now as an adult, she is an oceanographer and is conducting some type of diving expedition with her husband and a few of his friends. When one of the friends is attacked by a great white during the underwater adventure, they are ambushed by drug pirates while seeking help. The pirates take them all captive and demand they retrieve drugs at the bottom of the ocean floor. This is a shark film with a message. I mean, Richard Dreyfuss shows up out of character during the end credits and is attempting to spread awareness about shark conservationism and that it's sad that we kill a shark just for the delicacy of shark fin soup. I support this message, but we do show up for bloody shark attacks when we watch these kinds of movies, so how are those? They're good for what is available here. The sharks look pretty bad from a visual level. I could tell that the picture was made on a limited budget, but that doesn't bother me. After all, I am recording the audio of this review with a $30 microphone while sitting in my car for the best noise reduction. So I respect the low budget. The low-grade effects are part of the fun with this kind of film for me. It adds to the B-rated quality that I am looking for. The kills themselves are basic but solid. There's no flamboyance. This movie is trying to be grounded with its story. Richard Dreyfuss plays the main character's grandfather. He is shown mostly in flashback, teaching our heroine how to overcome her fear of sharks and run toward her demons, not away from them. It's a sweet relationship between granddaughter and grandfather. Scout Taylor Compton is great too. She is capable of being intelligent and ferocious when she needs to be, but also has an amazing ability with facial acting to become sympathetic when she is scared or sobbing, like all good final girl actors can. I have no issues with these two performances and their relationship. That is the best stuff in the film besides the killings. Poor special effects and low budget can be forgiven for monetary reasons, but what is harder to forgive for me is poor writing. And that's where Into the Deep suffers the most. All the other characters besides the two I mentioned already are not even thinly sketched. They are just cannon fodder for would-be tension and shark snacking. I can't even remember the purpose of the friend characters. They just show up, say a few lines, then are eventually prey for our great white. There's actually 2 great whites in the film, but that involves a weird plot hole I'll come back to in a moment. The leader of the pirates is an absolute wet blanket. He waves his gun around a lot and has some sort of backstory where he was in the military, but he has no charisma to him. Since he is supposed to be the foil for our characters when the sharks are not around, likely due to budget constraints, he needs to be written as bombastic or detestable, and he isn't either. The Coast Guard show up at some point, and he orders his team to gun all of them down. While it's supposed to give him a mean streak, it comes off as laughable because of his lack of enthusiasm about anything. He has a few interactions with Scout Taylor Compton that are sort of riveting, but I think that's more her charm carrying the scene than anything this character brings to the table. There's a huge WTF moment that I don't understand that involves the husband of our final girl. It has some slight spoilers, but it's a shark movie. I really don't think there's much to spoil here. He gets shoved overboard by the leader, and everyone presumes he is dead, since there are 2 sharks right below them, but he miraculously swims away to safety, finds a small boat just floating around, attempts to radio for help, then swims all the way back to the boat to save his wife, and the sharks never pay him any mind. Yet, whenever anyone else is in the water after the shark's initial introduction, the sharks attack everyone that lands into the water within seconds of them hitting it. Why did they ignore the husband? Did he have some sort of aroma to him that repelled them? I have no idea, but it's bad in a hilarious way that he is just able to swim to and from this boat with no issue in what is supposed to be a thriller about a shark. There is no shark killing at the end. As I said, the film is trying to send a message that we should take better care of our sharks, and I'm fine with that. But there is a moment near the end of the film where our final girl is at the bottom of the sea and she has a face-off with one of the sharks and is able to calm its hunter mentality down by just standing there, not moving, and taking off her breathing material because of the lessons her grandfather taught her. I don't think that would happen in real life. Not to mention that there is a second shark circling around that apparently the film forgot about during this moment. It was weird. So, this is not a good movie. No one should be surprised by this, but I did enjoy it on a camp level. I had this happen to me with the film In the Lost Lands earlier this year, where I knew it was terrible, but I didn't care because I have strong affections for movies that are so bad that they're good. So if you are looking for high art or something resembling a cohesive narrative, then skip this film. But if you like old drive-in B films, you might enjoy this picture. It has okay thrills, even if they are trite, a great final girl, and enough campy dialogue that it should keep you entertained for 90 minutes. You need to not approach this film like it's trying to be Jaws. You need to approach this film like it's trying to be Jaws the Revenge, if you know what I mean. Only in that way do I think you'll enjoy yourself. But I like me a good B shark movie. I may be a cinephile, but I will never stop loving my B movie roots. On a critical level, I give Into the Deep 2 stars out of 4. On a campy so bad it's good level, I give it 3 drive-ins out of 4. The wooden acting from everyone except the 2 stars is hilariously terrible, and the CGI is bad in a fun way. So I can't hate on a film like this. Okay, Into the Deep, what are your thoughts on it? Or what is your favorite shark film that isn't Jaws? Please let me know in the comments. I'm glad B movies are finding attention in places besides Tubi. The fact that this is the #1 film on Hulu as of the recording of this video makes me smile. Anyway, if you like this, please like and subscribe. Follow me on social media if you like. And until next time, I am Ghost.